Hey guys, Adam here. Welcome back to my channel. I've been absent for a couple of weeks from YouTube. My kids had March break, and to be honest, I need a little break myself. So the training in this video is a summary of my sessions from this week, and I hit some nice numbers, but that is not the focus of this video. I'm trying to figure out what topic to cover, and this is really an opinion piece and anecdotal, so you can take it with a grain of salt if you wish, but it was based on a situation that happened to me a few weeks ago. I put out a question to the community asking if there's an obsession with leanness in the fitness world, and are you taken more seriously if you are in fact lean? And of course, I already knew the answer, and that is a big fucking yes. So the topic today has to do with the halo effect as it pertains to fitness. So what is the halo effect? Well, the halo effect is a cognitive bias in which we are heavily influenced by our idealized views of someone else. So for instance, if someone is quote unquote good looking, then they must be a good person. And this often applies to celebrities. Beautiful people living perfect lives, looking always happy. So they must be all these things on the inside. And of course, we know that is a load of crap. If you look at social media and online fitness, the leaner you are, the more ripped you are, the healthier, more athletic, more knowledgeable you must be about health and fitness, right? Well, if you look up the word fitness in the dictionary, you will get three definitions. One being how physically fit and healthy you are. The second, how suitable you are at performing a certain task. And three, your likelihood of producing offspring. Well, if we take two of those definitions and look at their list of synonyms, one for being physically fit and healthy, the first ones to pop up are words like strength, robustness, hardiness, and vigor. And conversely, for being suitable to performing a certain task, you will see words like competency, ability, and capability. Okay, so now we've covered that a little bit of an introduction, let's look at my role in all of this. So anyone who knows me knows that I have a very sarcastic, often vulgar, in-your-face sense of humor, and I've always been a bit of a shit disturber. I can dish it out, I can take it, but it's all in good fun, and I mean no harm. But at the same time, there is some hidden truth in the joke. Recently, I took that sense of humor and started putting it into making memes. And there was one that caused a bit of a stir in a meme group. And I have to say that these days, of all the senses, the sense of humor is the one in the shortest supply. Some people thought that I was putting down Jeremy Etier specifically, and it was more of a lighthearted jab at the science-based fitness community, of which he is prominent. He has over 4 million subscribers. And his whole thing is that he is built by science. And what I find so ironic about the science-based community, and of course there are always exceptions, despite their content using words like jacked and massive, they are the exact opposite. They are often smaller, weaker, leaner, but science should produce the best results, right? You would think these guys would be super strong and super jacked, and they are not. And I really feel that these types of influencers that are very lean to even below 10% body fat can contribute heavily to body dysmorphia and eating disorders in young men. Because if you can't see your abs, you're fat. And you can never be too lean, which is complete nonsense. So instead of trying to get big and strong, which is all I was chasing as a teenager, these poor guys are being twisted into knots, and it's fucking heartbreaking. Now, what happened next was the interesting part. Some people took great offense to the meme, and even though they didn't know the person, people came to his defense and started attacking me. He was seen as having the ideal body type, strong, healthy, athletic, and one person posted this. People made it personal, and suddenly I was just some old, jealous fat guy. A lifetime of fitness, bodybuilding, strength training, throwing, weightlifting was reduced to this one photo. And because I wasn't ripped, jacked, tanned in the eyes of social media, I had nothing to offer. I wasn't healthy. I wasn't knowledgeable. I wasn't functional. I wasn't athletic. And anyone will be crazy to take advice from the likes of me. I was just big and fat, or even worse, a power lifter. But those comments weren't really what had me thinking about the halo effect. It was this one here, and coincidentally from the same person. And it said, "Oh, I see. You just make fun of young, fit men because you never looked like that at 25. Got it." Seeing ripped bodybuilders and wanting to be just like them is nothing new. When I was a teenager, I had magazine subscriptions to Iron Man, Muscle and Fitness, Muscular Development, Flex Magazine. I wanted to be every guy in those mags, and I did their workouts that they had in the magazines. And when I read that comment, I thought, hold on now. This is me from October of 1994. I was 23 years old, competing in the New Brunswick Bodybuilding Championships. I was in the lightweight class and weighed 162 pounds. I remember like it was yesterday. When I started dieting, I weighed 210 pounds. In over 13 weeks, I lost 48 pounds. I had lots of muscle and was very glad I did it, but that was my one and only stage competition, even though I ate, slept, and shit bodybuilding, and did for many years before getting into throwing and an entirely different style of training. But yes, I definitely looked that way, but was I more fit? That's the question. And if we just compared apples to apples, if I looked like I did as a bodybuilder back then, would I be seen in an entirely different light today? I can tell you from my own experience that I was not more fit, and I will explain why in part 2 of this opinion piece next time. But for now, leave me your comments. I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts. And with that, please subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram, and stay tuned for part 2.